Hey, Guoba here. 1.1 has dropped some spectacular changes, from new in-game collectibles to bug fixes to game mechanic fixes that change how we'll play the game. Let's see what's changed. Launching 1.1 will get you a nice 600 polychrome reward for bug fixes and maintenance duration, the usual amount from Hoyo new patch maintenance. We'll also get a 10 limited pool daily check-in event, so you can save for Caesar with me. We have 3 new units in 1.1. Our first banner will have Qingyi, an electric stun unit. Her banner will have Billy and Corin, 2 A-rank attack units, and both coincidentally physical. Our second banner will have Jane Doe, a physical anomaly unit, and the new A-rank Seth, an electric defense unit. And she decided to play a prank on us with Qingyi, as her 2 A-ranks will be electric ones, second being Ambi. All 3 units, yes, even the A-rank, will get their own signature engines on their respective banners too. In 1.1 we get a brand new game mode, Inferno Reap. It is a DPS check mode where you have 3 minutes to do as much damage as possible to Nineveh, and you'll gain rewards depending on how much you did. There's more on that in the HoYoLab post from the official Zenless account, and I'll link that in the description. Shi Defense will also get a disputed node added, a new 8-fronted challenge with no time limits. And instead of scoring based on time, you score based on how many times you get defeated. So, huzzah for defense users and pro gamers, you don't need to do DPS checks anymore. Though this won't be reset as far as I'm aware, it's a one-time permanent challenge. But maybe we'll get more of it in the future. A brand new permanent area also unlocked with this new patch, but I won't be showing that or the story limited one. This is best you all discover it yourself after completing the new story. We also got brand new collectibles and in-game rewards to flex to our friends. Once you have obtained an agent, you can now unlock an agent avatar of the corresponding character, so you can show everyone your favorite character, which is Ben. Once you get an agent's Mindscape Cinema 3 or 6, you can also now get a name card with their Mindscape art. So you can flex to your friends about your financial security, or you can show off your M3 Soldier 11 after losing several 50-50s. Selfies are now a thing too. I can finally take a picture with every cat in town, or even photobomb serious conversations with Belle hitting the peace sign alongside many other poses. This adds a lot of fun new picture opportunities. And we get 5 events as of recording in 1.1, not including the check-in event. A massive event with Camellia Golden Week starting in a week from now, with some smaller events dotted around the next 6 weeks. We should get a drop in pulled currency since the first patch always shells out rewards, but with this many events, I'm sure we see a good amount like HSI usually gets. Quality of life changes now. We have the drive disk recommendations based on usage rates, so you gotta pray people are using the right stuff on these units. Main stats will also be recommended. There's a new teleporter for our random play store, taking us straight to the HDD. And we also get a new one at the Scott Outpost, taking us straight to the shop, saving us precious seconds of waiting. We have new filters in several different menu screens, which will become more and more useful with the more agents we get. We can now instantly use a Bangbu plugin by tapping the button when a new setting is enabled in the Options Other part in Settings. My favorite change is the Remember Board Acceleration status setting. You can keep 2 times speed in the TV sections at all times. It won't keep resetting every single time you exit. Some animations in the TV game mode are also optimized and faster. Thanks, Fairy. Mail is now a brand new button on our escape menu, rather than being stuck in the nasty Options tab. So we save a click every time, which can pile up to many seconds saved. Also, the whole menu itself is faster. There are less animation delays between everything, making browsing and clicking through all those notifications way less of a hassle. Some 2-piece drive discs got their description changed, like Hormone Punk to just attack plus 10% now, which maybe kinda helps differentiate between the 2 types of stats, since it no longer says increase, unlike the 4-piece, which increases attack in combat, making the 4-piece obviously a combat attack percent buff. Hollow Zero will have its commission count dropped a large amount starting from next reset, which is a great change since I love Hollow Zero, but that was a lot of weekly runs for some extra rewards for some people. Though I guess you could always skip the bonus rewards after getting the important stuff, the pulls. A bunch of extra changes came in for Hollow Zero, just making it a lot easier to run and a lot less tedious. Here are all the changes written down. One really nice one is showing enemy descriptions and key enemy info so you can better understand who you're up against. Another nice one is speeding up Z merit farming for those dedicated enough to max out the weekly amounts for the shops. I'm glad they're adding so many changes so quickly. Apparently, resource integrity checks are also faster. I've never had this problem, but I've seen the Reddit post complaining, and I understand your pain from other games. Luminous Square stuttering issues are also apparently fixed or maybe reduced, but I can't compare for myself. Sea Defense has more info shown on the enemy details screen. Now we have wave counts and enemy descriptions. For gameplay changes, we had some bug fixes on some units, like Sukaku, who apparently had a chain attack issue, as well as a self-buffing issue. Maybe Sukaku M6 will now be the best DPS ever. Let's wait and see. There's also the new manual chain attack feature introduced in 1.1. There are video guides out on this mechanic, and I may prepare a comprehensive video of my own when I have the time. Chain attacks can also now be cancelled through a keybind in your settings. The most massive change though is one I noticed in a tutorial that was missing from the game. Disorders did not daze in 1.0, despite a tutorial stating they should. Luckily I mentioned this in the anomaly video that although they didn't right then, it might be changed as per the tutorial. And so as of 1.1, they do in fact inflict extra days, making 2 Anomaly 1 support or 1 Anomaly 1 attack 1 support teams much more viable. Opting to remove the stunner, since your stun uptime could be quite good now with enough Anomaly procs. The current values of how much days it does are unknown. We will be testing this thoroughly, and an update on this specific mechanic may come out in the future from me or another content creator. There are a bunch of changes and fixes and extra stuff you might be interested in, as well as changes not even documented, but I'll link the full patch notes in the description. Like and sub if you're hyped for 1.1, and have a Guoba day.